Hi YouTube, I'm Andy, Game Master Crafter here. I craft the things you'd love to craft. Yeah, I suppose this would just be our intro video, saying, hello to you, hello to me, hello to everybody. I have been a Game Master for, well over 20 years. Yeah, crafting things for longer than that. Playing Warhammer and things like that kind of brought me into the whole crafting scene, making the table sets and the kind of the diorama-ish setup. And it's the thing I love to do. I know there's a lot of crafting channels out there on YouTube, but I thought we'd make another because it's fun and I love making stuff. I want to show you what I like to make. So yeah, anyway, good times. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. These can be used with anything. You can use them with any sort of tabletop role-playing game. Heck, you can even use a lot of them, the things I make for, Halloween dioramas and things like that. You can you're really quite versatile. Yeah, if there's anything that you would love to craft, and you'd love me to craft it for you, let me know, and we will jump right on that. Anything that you've seen out there, monster-wise, that has been crafted on YouTube, I probably made, or I'm going to make. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway. Alright, well, let's show you my painting kit. This is my painting kit. It was an old art kit box that a friend gave me. It used to have like pastels and markers and stuff in it, but I've made it my own. Pretty neat. So on here, see, I always told myself I can paint miniatures, but I can't paint a portrait. And then I was like, I'm gonna paint this, and I did. This is Beholder. I kind of painted him, and I was like, the eyes, they look kind of like they have expressions on them. I'm gonna make that a thing. And so, like this one's laughing, and that was angry, and that one's embarrassed because he just farted, and he's like, gross, and stuff like that. It's fun. The other side, though, I've got, oddly enough, this says Andy, and that's me. I'm Andy. Yay! And these are all little runes that say Andy as well, in different runic stuffs. All around the sides I've put, I have a couple blank sides, but all around the other sides I've put different things that my players from the campaigns that I've run have said. Little sayings, like inspiration point, and team, and all the little kind of funny things that they have said and done. All of their little funny little inside jokes. But yeah, now this is kind of different. Up here you see this. This is what I use to hold my miniatures, right? I can take this, I can unscrew this, and then I put my miniatures bases in that. It's kind of like a painting holder. The nice thing about this is that once I've secured a miniature in there, I can tighten it down at an angle like so. And that way, when I'm painting my miniature, I can simply set my miniature down. There we go. I can set my miniature down when I'm wanting to let it dry or move on to something else. And then when I'm done, I can simply put it right back on my case here. Now this case is a little bit special. I've made it kind of fun. Check it out. Normally you open up a case like this and it would spill everywhere, right? Let's see what happens. Oh no, it didn't spill everywhere. Why is that? Well, for a couple reasons. So this tray over here, I've made, it's got Velcro, right? It's Velcro little on all the paints and everything, and it held them in place, and it's kind of held in place also by this little string. That's what the things that aren't Velcroed are held in place with, right? Got all that. Underneath I hold my flat things like my paintbrush container here, right, with all my paintbrushes in it. My wet palette to keep my paints nice and moist. papers for the wet palette, that kind of thing, and just bits and bobs and doodles and dads. And over here, I have my paints. Now, why didn't they all fall out when I did it? Like, right? Like, maybe we'll get one to fall out, but... one. But yeah, they're all magnetized. So each one of these has a magnet on the underside, right? Different sizes, just kind of depending on which magnet I had. I kind of use random magnets. They're rare earth magnets themselves, but I have a piece of metal here that I've secured to the bottom. And it came from an old like DVD Blu-ray player that I had that was pretty much dead, completely shot. I was taking it apart for all the magnets inside. But yeah, so I did that and cut out a piece and stuck it to the bottom, and then I'm able to keep my paints secured to here. Really, it makes it so they just don't slide around a bunch when I'm carrying it, as opposed to like keeping them from falling out like when I dump it out or something. But this allows me, at one point, I had this many paints in foam in this container covering the entire thing. I couldn't fit any more paints, and I was like, there's gotta be a way. The foam's taking up too much space. Magnets, yeah! Magnets are in everything. I mean, in that one DVD player alone, I must have gotten 15 magnets or 10 magnets or so. Really strong ones. Now, yeah, and that's my little case here. I do have another cover that goes over this side, but currently I left it at home. And I have magnets right here, if you see, 1, 2, 3. On that piece of wood that I had the cover, it has magnets on it as well. And I can magnetize it onto here as kind of another stand. But that's my painting kit. All my fun little things, my stuff that keeps me sane. So yeah, Velcro, magnets. I even got these for my little wax paints that are in these little containers. I just put them on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, right there. Another 1, 2, 3, right here. I'm also going to be putting metal along the sides so that ones that are too tall to stand up in there can be magnetized to the side. Now this concept could also work for a miniature case. You could do the same thing with your miniatures. Take your miniatures and put a magnet on the bottom of the base. You're good to go. Saves you a lot of space of foam. And you don't get things all kind of mashed up in foam, either breaking apart and all that kind of thing. So yeah, works for paints, works for miniatures. I did it for paints. What can I say? I made one of these also for my wife out of an a smaller old art kit, and it has lots more magnets and stuff. I'll show you sometime when I can wrench it away from her, you know, when she's not painting. So yeah, that's my art kit, and that's kind of what I've done there. Easy to recreate. All you need is an old art kit that you've taken apart, some sheet metal. Steel's a little bit better because it's going to stick better than the tin, kind of from like a tin, you know, from a piece of tin. Usually what they'll put in like whiteout or whiteboards that have magnetization. So an old art kit, metal, some glue to stick it in there, right? You can use spray adhesive or you can use hot glue. Hot glues work best. And then magnets. Magnets you can get online on Amazon. Just depends on what size magnet you need for the application. There's lots of different strengths. We'll talk about magnets in another video because it's a big subject I learned. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of how you do it. Just magnets, metal, box, fun stuff. I'm Andy, Game Master Crafter, crafting the things you love to craft.